Hi guys, it's Ruthie again with another hack. I felt kind of bad about this, but I had to do something because every time we opened the door, Kitty wanted to go outside. And we live along a busy highway, so we had to think of something that we could do to protect him too. So Clay and I discussed it, and we felt that the easiest way was when he tried to run out the doors just to give him a little squirt of water. We always laugh, we call it anti kitty. And that way he doesn't run outside and get hit by a car by accident. You know, a lot of people have cats and their cats are pretty good, and then all of a sudden they have that one day that their cat runs in the road. So what we did was um, periodically for the last couple days, what we do is if we go near the door and you could tell that he was thinking about running out, we just gave him a little spritz. And it doesn't take long for them to figure out that they're going to get spritzed if they run out the door. So that way he's safe. So like last night, Clay's daughter popped in and we were visiting, and I noticed that he didn't even try to run out the door, which would have been bad because it would have been dark and and all that. So he just he knows that if he wants to make the mad dash out the door, there's going to be a little spritz, so that way he's safe. And it's just like now he sees the door and he just sits on the other side of the room and he doesn't get all anxious because he knows he's not even going to try it. So that being said, if you want to keep an indoor cat, probably the safest and easiest way is, just I when I teach my cat a trick, I usually do it like 3 or 4 times. Like I'll do it 2 or 3 times in a row, and usually they'll get it within like a day or two, and then they just know that that's their trick. So like I wanted him to stand for a treat, so I would just do the trick and he'd get his treat. I'd do it 4 times and then he was over. So same with this. You kind of go to the door a couple times, a few times, so that on purpose, so that he's when they start to look like, oh, I'm going to run outside, give them a spritz. Then after a while, they'll just sit there and they just know that if they go to try to run outside, they're going to get a spritz, and that way they're not going to get hurt or get run over by a car. Or like I know when I was a kid, we had a friend that ran over their own cat, And the other safety issues too, as since I'm talking about safety issues too, is if you have a new cat, always watch your dryer, because I know of someone that accidentally let their cat crawl in the dryer, and she thought she took a sweater out and it was her cat. And watch the water. And some cats actually like water, like our Maine Coons do. So like make sure they don't get playing around the toilet and fall in the toilet or something silly like that. Or if you have a collar on them, make sure that it's safe so they don't hang themselves. These are the little things that you have to watch out for. I usually don't keep the collar on him all the time. I usually like to take it off because he is an indoor cat. He doesn't need his collar on because he's going to stay inside. But I was trying to develop a way to keep him safe, so I did put the collar on for a little bit, but that's going to probably be coming off for good because unless he's going for a walk. So anyway, um, like I said, those are things that, as long as they can keep their collar on. Just make sure that it's a good, safe. It's not too tight and not too loose, so they don't get caught on anything. So, but anyway, I hope this is helpful. And of course, keep up, watch anything that could be dangerous, plants, and anything else that you think would be dangerous for your cat. Just keep an eye on that. They don't get into something that could be dangerous for them. But, for the most part, they also are smart. They're not going to be doing stupid things either, but they are an animal, and one of your jobs is to protect them and make sure they're safe. But I think the best way to keep your indoor cat in is to spritz them, and that way they learn. I mean, treats sound nice, but the problem is you don't want them to go to the door thinking they're going to get a treat for going near the door. See, that's the drawback with that little idea, because I thought, well, maybe there was something with the treats, and I thought, well, no, it's better and safer for them to get a spritz of water than a treat for good behavior for the door. But of course, after a little bit. He does end up getting his fair share of treats, which on the safety side there again, don't want to overload them with treats because you're not always doing your cat or dog a favor by not feeding them the right food and letting them eat too many treats too. So, okay, so Mr. Kitty is now learned a new trick, which is don't go outside, stay inside, and he's doing really good. He's learning that if I open the door, he doesn't make the mad dash because he doesn't want to go outside and get a spritz. So he's happy, I'm happy, and best of all, he has a much, much better chance of staying alive and not having anything hurt him by getting hit by a car because somebody accidentally, like I said, we had company last night, and if they would have left the door open and he got out and got hit by a car, it would have been devastating. So, all right, we'll see you guys in our next video. God bless.